So you've seen the video, and as we talked about a while ago, I do want to do more videos about football, but this actually just ties in to my own personal beliefs on life, so that will do. We'll take life, we'll put football, and we'll smash them together. Now, straight away, you would have seen the title, and you'll be getting super duper mad. Welcome to YouTube. Isn't it a joyous place on this planet? And in case you haven't seen the other videos, I'm an Arsenal fan. I know, boo, boo, we hate you. I just take football as entertainment. I think it's enjoyable stuff. But at the weekend, Manchester United did defeat Newcastle United in the Carabao Cup. Everybody celebrated, as you would do. Ten Hag, the Manchester United manager, did a little bit of a dance. And then all of a sudden on social media, people are like, ugh.
Can't believe it, they only won the Carabao Cup. How pathetic of Manchester United. Now,
Obviously, winning the Carabao Cup is not as good as winning the league. It's not as good as winning the Champions League. It's probably not even as good as winning the Europa League. We can debate this till the cows come home. And it's not as good as winning the FA Cup. But people now make the same kind of reference about the FA Cup. Oh, it's not what it once was. And they win it, and they start doing the jingle of joy. So my big thing is this. I just don't get it. I don't get it. I saw Piers Morgan especially was going on about this, that if a manager and a team over celebrate, it's a reason for ridicule. Just because back in the day, Manchester United would win everything, and they would win everything. Again, I grew up as an Arsenal fan, so Manchester United versus Arsenal was the way of the war, right? It was always those two guys, Premier Leagues, etc., etc. Obviously, Arsenal never won a Champions League, and that's still something that Manchester United fans will throw at Arsenal fans. That's just the way that football works. But I do not get this idea that because you used to have a bunch of success, then a brand new bunch of players come into the team, and you get more success, then you wouldn't celebrate. Like, where is the line? If somebody doesn't look like they care, we rag on them, right? And if someone thinks they care or show they care too much, we rag on them. Where's the balance? What are we allowed to do? So apparently, we're only allowed to go absolutely, bonkers if we win a Champions League or a Premier League. Whereas if we win a Carabao Cup, top your hat and be like, well, it is what it is. I'm going to go out and make love to my wife. I don't know why I said that, but I was trying to come up, I should have said go to the shop. I was trying to come up with something that was a little bit more mundane or pedestrian. And everyone has sex, so I went with that one instead. But I think it's something that's got to stop, because this ties into real life too. You see it all the time. Somebody's enjoying a video game on the internet. Oh man, I can't believe you're into that. Somebody enjoys a wrestling match. I'm big into wrestling. Oh man, I can't believe you're enjoying that. Why can't we just let people enjoy things? Isn't the world terrible enough? Yes. The answer is yes, it totally is. But what makes no sense is that the same people that are throwing the barbs and pointing the finger, as soon as something they're passionate about comes back into their life and enters their tum-tum and enters their heart, all of a sudden they're doing the same thing. Anna, you just look like a spoiled brat. That's right. Your old daddy Miller is here to tell you, you do. You look like an absolute jabroni, because the only reason you're upset is because it didn't happen to you. We'll tie it back into football. The only reason you're upset is because you didn't win the Carabao Cup. If Arsenal fans had won it, they'd go nuts. If Manchester City fans, well, maybe not there. That's a joke. That's a joke. They just don't turn up. I am kidding. If you are going to invest yourself in anything, and if you are going to dedicate yourself to something, then it's going to take up a lot of your time and a lot of your life, and let's not forget that life does have a very distinct expiration date, you should be trying to extract as much enjoyment and joy and love and fun out of that as possible. You should. It's the same with the gym. There's the tie. It's why I call it a fitness palace of love, because I love that place and I'm there to get fit, but I'm also there to have a good time. And of course, there's sometimes, like today, for example, I'm going to do legs later today, and I'm going to have to do lunges, and I'm going to be miserable because I don't want to do lunges. But at the same time, there's a load of good stuff that I will be doing. I mean, legs ain't the best example because legs suck. However, I do enjoy going to the gym. I look forward to it. I enjoy the experience. I enjoy the atmosphere. I enjoy the challenge. I enjoy the push. And if I wasn't enjoying it, unless I am training for something specifically and it's that thing that I enjoy, we should be going out of there and finding other things we can do that are still going to get us in shape. I feel are still going to allow us to be healthy individuals and healthy humans, but not bore ourselves, because most people have a job. I would imagine so. And, 50% of people, probably less, are going to love their job and 50% of people are going to hate their job. And given that it does take up so much of your time, you don't want the stuff outside of your job or outside of the stuff you're doing that you have to do that you don't like to be weighing you down further. So when I see people pointing the finger at Manchester United and calling them pathetic, I'm like, is it pathetic? Is it really? Because I don't think it is. It's like when someone scores a goal, and let's say that it's Arsenal versus Preston North End, and somehow Preston are winning 2-1 in the FA Cup, and then Arsenal get to 2-2 and Arsenal get 3-2, and they go, oh, I can't believe it, and they celebrate like they won the World Cup. That's always a statement people go to. You get pundits and stuff going, well, they shouldn't have celebrated like that. It's just Preston. Why are we giving Preston a shot? I thought the whole point of sport, especially football in England, is that you do get games like the FA Cup, but all of a sudden somebody in League One, League Two can take on a Premier League team and somehow compete with them. So of course you just celebrate like in a positive way because you've done a positive thing. I just don't get it. I think there's too much negativity. I don't understand why you'd ever want to be in an existence when you're trying to downplay your joy. I want that on a t-shirt. Don't downplay your joy. Downplaying your joy is the worst thing that you can ever do, because 9 times out of 10 life is hard and life is a struggle, and we have to deal with relationships and financial situations and other people. Other people can be very, very trying at times. And if you're going to let other stuff kind of get in the way of that too, then of course you're going to wake up being a sad panda, right? You just are. It's why, much like wrestling and much like football, I love these two things. I spend the majority of my day reading and engaging with wrestling and football stuff, but I never allow it to become a burden. Now, every now and then it's going to be, because once again, that's just how things work. But it's why I try and be positive about both. So Arsenal are playing Everton Football Club this evening, right? Obviously, Everton beat us last time when Sean Dyche became manager. Arsenal top of the league, game in hand, massive game. If Everton do win, I'll be a little bit like, oh man, and bummed out by it. But when Thursday comes, you just shrug your shoulders and you go, let's see what happens at the next game. And if Arsenal don't win the league, will I be disappointed? Of course I will, because that will be a nice moment. Again, we're talking about the joy, and I invest my time supporting Arsenal, but I'm not going to let it drag me down into the doldrums. And it's the same with a bad wrestling booking decision, or not giving Sami Zayn the World Championship, or whatever it may be. And I think we need to do less of this. And when I saw everybody having this debate online, I was like, this is a huge waste of everything. It's a waste of time talking about it. It's a waste of time tweeting about it. We should be out there doing other things. And I know a lot of it is just the worst word in the world, banter. I hate banter. Banter is used as an excuse to do things that you shouldn't be doing. That is it. But given that I wanted to start doing more football content, I actually wanted to do this a couple of days ago. But hey ho, that's just what happens. I thought we could do this now. So, you know I'm an Arsenal fan. Go nuts in the comments. If you want to do something nice for me, you can go to prowrestlingtees.com/Simon316. I've got a bunch of designs there now. And so many people have said nice things about them, which is good. We also have fitness tees. There's a Samson Athletics link down there. Make sure you click that and check out their other tees, because Samson Athletics are great. Half of my clothes are Samson Athletic tees. Also, patreon.com/Simon316. If you want to support me that way, give the video a subscribe, like, share. You know all the deal with that. I'm on Cameo, personalized video messages. Just search for my name. And grillermind.com. How could I forget about grillermind.com/Simon? Use code Simon, get 10% off. If you're watching this the first day it goes live, which is Wednesday, the 1st of March, there's a big sale on pre-workout at the moment, which I strongly suggest you take advantage of. The best pre-workout in the game, no doubt. Was there a need to snap the table twice? No. Remember, joy in your heart, joy in your life. See you soon.